You've seen the title, you know what this is about. Let's get into it. So number one is a simple bus service during peak times where there is a high population of workers. The road that Kingsland City is being built on from there all the way down to Avondale during peak hours is always busy with workers trying to flag down cars for a lift. If you had a simple service that went up and down that road during peak hours, you're on to a winner. From a capital standpoint, you have the option of either deciding to buy your own bus, or you can look to a bus company and ask to rent out their bus for your services during that time too. So number two is to rent out goods. For example, renting out chairs for a function. Weddings, christening, funerals, christening, weddings. There is always a function going on in Zambia. There will always be a need for chairs, particularly some of the new fashionable styles. Not all of the event organizers have these items. Some own theirs, some pull theirs. The challenge is to research and find an item that is in demand but also has a longevity in terms of the style. You would then have to think about your margins. Are you going to be directly dealing with the customer, which means your margins could be higher, but you also take on more risk? Or do you want to supply to an event organizer? Your margin could possibly be smaller because they're going to add a premium on, making it more expensive by the time it gets to the end customer. But it relieves you of any sort of organization and risk. What number are we on? I think we're on 3. Added value. This is something that is always talked about at conferences, online. Added value, added value, added value. Particularly in the agricultural sector. I'll give you an example. Moringa seeds. I discovered these seeds when I came to Zambia. I had no idea that it existed, but the health benefits, guys. 2 times the protein of yogurt, 7 times the vitamin C of an orange, 3 times the potassium of a banana. What? Yes. 4 times the vitamin A of a carrot. Just come a little bit closer. And 4 times the calcium of milk. Milk? Yes. All of these yoga doing, avocado eating, gym going, smoothie loving individuals would love this stuff. Love. You can use the seed, you can use the leaves. Not only is it edible, it can also be used on your hair and skin as well. Sticking to beauty products. Crocodile. You can go into a health store and there will be products that have crocodile in it. Beauty sales. Remember when argan oil hit the beauty market? How we all went argan oil crazy? Honestly, crocodile oil could easily do the same thing. I think we'd have to be slightly careful as to how you phrase it, because some of the methods used to extract crocodile oil from crocodiles can be unethical. So you would have to be very careful with your sourcing. You could either go down the route of using small amounts of crocodile oil and it be prominent in your marketing and have a lower cost product, or you put larger amounts of crocodile oil in a beauty product and market it to the luxury end. Exporting of crafts. There is a company called Tribal Textiles that this year launched in Selfridges. The items are made in Zambia. A South African lady owns the company. She has pulled together skilled workers who produce the craft. However, what she's nailed down is the Western style. What you find with local patterns is that they're very busy and very colourful. For example, yes, I am wearing one. For example, in the UK, I find from my experience that there is a market for simple patterns, usually flowers or birds, seasonal colours, and usually a palette of 2, maximum maybe 3 colours used at one time. She's captured that market, added an African flair and exported it. Tribal Textiles have been successful because they were able to pull together resources and tap into programs that increase their visibility and help them gain access to international companies. When thinking about scaling and exporting crafts and textiles, you have to think about your margins. For example, did you know needles are imported into Zambia and there are high import taxes on needles? Last but not least is a glamorous hair salon. There are hundreds, probably thousands of hair salons in Zambia. In terms of a high quality salon, in regards to the aesthetic, I'll put up 2 pictures of a salon within Kenya and another one within Nigeria. Now, please take heed to what I'm about to say. Service-driven industries are not easy. I am a broken record when it comes to customer service on this channel, but I finally have a photo to explain what it is that I'm talking about. I went to the hair salon. I'm not going to name any names. On this particular day, it was raining. The stylist came in, took her shoes off, and put them in the hairdryer to dry her shoes. The hairdryer that I had just put my head under. These are the things that you have to train for, which you don't, I used to think maybe it's the environment that they're working in. There is something about working in a big organization, a brand name that makes you proud and you want to be able to deliver the best service. It's a lie. We have a friend that walked into the Emirates building, you know, the big fancy one, and the receptionist was sleeping in her full Emirates uniform. You know what an Emirates uniform is like, and she's sleeping. Service-driven industries are not easy. When you are putting your business plan together, under your challenges, put staff and customer service in the red. I've created this video because I've had an influx of people asking, what industry should I invest in? What business should I create? You are asking the wrong question. What you should be asking yourself is, what problem do we need to solve? Where can I add value? What business am I passionate about? What industry am I passionate about? Your passion is what is going to carry you when the times get hard. Thanks guys. Please interact. Leave comments down in the comment section. Tell me what your ideas are. What problems are you solving? Peace and love in every life.